This is a journey taking you back in time to the ancient times of Atlantis, a time when the planet was living in 50 vibration, and you as a being in this time would be the pure embodiment of unconditional love, having full access to all of your gifts and abilities, of which there were many, living in harmony, living in heaven on earth. And today you will be greeted and guided by Thoth, as you know him, the ancient god of Egypt. But in this timeline, which is Thoth's place of origin, he was a high priest, a powerful magi, and in Atlantean times, he created libraries upon libraries, which to this day holds very sacred, secret, powerful information on all that you need to know. In this journey, Thoth will grant you the opportunity to gain closure on all that was, and to activate and embody all that there is. Find a quiet place now, making yourself comfortable, ensuring you have a straight spine. And take some big, deep breaths. And each time you exhale, feel yourself coming into a deep state of relaxation. Letting go of anything that does not serve, and connecting deep within. Start to bring your attention and your focus now to your heart. Breathing in through the heart center, exhaling through the heart center. Feel the breath open this heart portal as you breathe deeper and deeper into self. Now visualize yourself traveling through your heart portal, through the gateway, and as you do so, you find a set of stairs, and you begin to walk up each and every one of them as they ascend higher and higher. As you arrive at the top of the stairs, you're faced with a gateway, and you step through this gateway. And as you stand on the other side, you look around. You are stood on the most velvety feeling grass, so lush and green. You take in all of the beautiful flowers around you. The colors are absolutely exquisite. Even the scent of the flowers. Take a moment now to breathe that in. And as you study your surroundings, you watch the beautifully colored butterflies flutter from one flower to another. You see the lakes in the distance, the mountains, the electric blue sky, and a climate which is just so perfect, so comfortable and warm. But most of all, you are very, very aware of the vibration of this place. This vibration is powerful, and it takes a moment or two for you to adjust your own frequency, to be able to settle into this vibration, to take a moment or two to breathe this in. As you look ahead, you see these beautiful cities of crystalline buildings, and straight away you know you have arrived in Atlantis, your home. You wait no longer and you continue to walk, and as you do so, you see a figure walking towards you. This figure is very, very tall, but the closer you get, the vibration is so familiar. And as you get close, you realize this signature energy is your old friend and brother Thoth. But he looks very, very different as you remember him from ancient Egypt. He stands so aloof and tall in these beautiful white long robes, and he wears a midnight royal blue cloak with his hood pulled up and this long white hair, and he wears a very powerful disc around his neck, which you can feel the power and the energy of the sacred geometry which lies within his necklace. This is indeed your old friend Thoth. This is he. You embrace, you celebrate, you laugh, you enjoy this moment of a reunion like no other. Straight away, he places a really big book in your hands. This book is so heavy. It is so big, and there are so many pages to this book. At first you look at him feeling quite confused. What is this book, Thoth? And he communicates to you. Dear one, this is the book of your life and lives. And you ask him, but why is it so heavy? I can barely carry it. And then he informs you, it is the vibration. The vibration is lower and it is dense. And this is the old paradigm. And this is what you have come here today to transmute. Are you ready to do so? You look deep into his blue eyes. Yes, I accept. He begins to walk, and you scurry off behind him with excitement in your heart, anticipation, but also struggling with this very, very heavy book. As you follow him further and further into the city, you suddenly arrive at a glorious temple. He informs you that this is your temple of light. Your temple of light is within you at all times, and no matter which timeline you travel to, it will change its physicality, but the vibration is the same. So you stand for a moment, taking your temple in awe. He walks up the steps and you follow until you are led into this big chamber. He stands here, explaining to you that all of these scrolls, all of the scriptures on the wall, so many books, so much information in here. He explains to you that this is your personal library. You stand taking it all in, still struggling to hold your book. And Thoth reminds you, this is your power. This is your temple of light. So the vibration you feel, albeit powerful and overwhelming, this is you. This is who you are. This is your vibration. And with that, he leaves the chamber and he walks down a corridor. You follow him hurriedly with this book in your arms. Eventually he arrives at a door. He looks to you and says, "Are you ready? For in this room resides the Council of Light." These are powerful ascended masters, your guides, if you will. And the council is who you address today, to transmute what has since been and to activate and embody what is to come, which is the new vibration, the new earth, the new sovereign being, which is you. Are you ready to enter the room? And with that, he opens the door. He leads you in as you stand there still struggling with your book, which is getting heavier and heavier as the time goes on. You bow and honor each and every one of the ascended masters that sits at this long crystalline table. Some of these beings you know, some you don't. But what is very clear is the power and the intensity of these powerful ones all in this room together. It's a lot. It's a lot. Thoth then turns to you and says, "Dear one, it is time for you to transmute and let go of the old vibration, of the old way, of the old you. And in that book, everything that has since passed resides in there. Take a moment now to connect with the vibration of this book. What is held within it? What is within it that you need to let go of? What are you willing to gain closure on now? For this is a timeline that is now over. And it is time to activate a brand new way. So acknowledge what lies in this book for you. Feel what comes up for you. Heartache, anxiety, feelings of not being enough, not being seen, abandonment perhaps. Allow it all to bubble to the surface so you can acknowledge your journey thus far, and then bless it and release it. You look to Thoth, you nod your head, communicating that it is done, you're ready to let it go. And with that, he places his hand down upon the book. Bright white light explodes from the pages. You see stars, the whole room illuminates, a big flash, explosion. Transmutation of all of the old energy. You feel this leave your physical body as the book is transmuted. brightness and the space that's created within you. You turn to the council and Thoth in deep gratitude for what has been gifted and granted to you now. They inform you that that book has now been sent to another library where beings that come beyond you can access that information. It's the book of you, so nothing is ever in vain. Each journey, each experience is for the greater good and for the greater good of all. As you look to the council now, another big book has appeared on the table and they slide it towards you. They tell you, this, dear one, is your new book. And if you wish, you may open the book now, of which you do. First of all, you're a little confused, expecting to find scripture, writing, something inside of it. And they explain to you, no, dear child, you are a creature, a being of free will. You write your destiny in the stars, and no density and no darkness will dictate that for you. And as they speak these words, you run your fingers over the pages, which appear blank, but beautiful sparks of gold flecks fly off, and you can feel, as if it were Braille, that there is ancient wisdom in here that is going to greatly assist you in your modern day path now. Now you start to get it. Now you start to understand that there are infinite possibilities, that you are now anchored in the highest vibration. You are a master creator. You can create and manifest anything you like. And they say, go now, dear child. All that you are, all that you will experience, all that you will embody will be placed in this book. How do you want this book to look? What does it look like to you? It's the beginning of a new chapter. You close the book. You wait for any final messages from the council or from Thoth. Take a moment to receive this now. You take your book, which is incredibly light, very different to the previous book. The energy in this book vibrates, but there is no heaviness, just pure light. You start to leave this room. You bow your head down in deep honor and gratitude to the Council of Light for granting you and gifting you with what you hold in your arms so dear, your new book. Thoth bids you farewell, sending you love, honoring you for the journey that you are now about to embark on. You leave your Temple of Light, taking one last moment to connect with your library, thinking that you will be back here again sometime. You leave the temple, you walk and you come to the same steps that had ascended and brought you here in the first place. You walk down the steps, down, carefully holding your book. And as you do so, you step back through your heart and back into your physical reality now. You feel very different from when you left. You have now brought the 5D energies within your current reality. You've anchored them deep within your grid work, activating your new book of light. And here you will stay while you embody and breathe these special gifts that have been given to you. Love, love, love. You feel very different from when you left. You have now brought the 5D energies within your current reality. You've anchored them deep within your grid work, activating your new book of light. And here you will stay while you embody and breathe these special gifts that have been given to you. Love, love, love.